everyone, and welcome to the Dragon Ball Z What If Roundtable. The real what if is the friends we made along the way. I'm MasakoX, and joining me as normal is my trusty sidekick, Havrog.
Hello, it's me.
Yes. Well, no kind of little banter around this time.
No. Like I keep those for the podcast. Like I have a whole list. I would have to make a new list every time. I don't want to burn all of my little banters.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. And
besides, we all know that I'm just a disembodied voice in your glasses.
oh yeah, that's true. That's fair enough. But don't worry, folks. We will have Sophie back on in the fullness of time once we can actually get a new schedule going. We will probably move. We'll probably all do some rejigging or something like that about what we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we do, we'll be sure to let you know, and then we can have Sophie back on. But it's she is doing very good work being a bus driver. So she is fighting the good fight, getting the kids to where they need to be. They need to stay in school, because even Goku can tell you that. Red Dragon, in terms of the archives, the Lookout channel, I made the decision really not to put them up there for the moment because it's just not getting enough traction there, and it's also just like I kind of lost the groove for it. But I'll try and get this one up on the podcast channel. We're so close to getting it monetized, folks, and then that YouTube and its algorithmic ways will start pushing it out more for some reason. I don't know how that works. But we're very close to getting it monetized. So if you want to get us there, so we can then improve the quality of the podcast, then we can actually, just go over there and watch some of our previous episodes. But yes.
Yeah. We invite you to discuss in comments. Like we have some pretty good.
Absolutely. But the purpose of right now is the What If Roundtable, and this is where a lot of the videos actually become a reality, including Turles Turn Good. That all stemmed from here. As well as the meme about what if Vegeta was female, which will happen at 750k. So, we've got about 237,000 subscribers to go.
Yeah.
So around about then. So, tell your friends if they want if they want Vegeta Babe, they got to get nearly 250,000 subscribers.
Babe Vegeta.
Babe Vegeta. Apodo, coincidence there. Nice. But yes, all you need to do is leave a super chat if you can, and it'll get read out. I'll have a list right here. But our moderators in the chat, including are paying attention to the ones who are unable to do super chats. Did I say Mario Kart? I mean, hey, I'm always down for a game of Mario Kart in the fullness of time. I will destroy you. Seriously, whenever I go to Texas, no one will let me play with them because I just destroy them.
I remember, your bachelor's evening and terrified faces of Scott and Kurt.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, everyone was just like, they never see me that competitive. So yeah, just so you know. But yeah.
I moderated your Mario Kart stream once. I was ready.
I actually need. Oh yeah, I think I did that one time. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. Folks, if you can make a super chat, great. If not, don't worry about it. It's all good. Right. First one is from Papa Metamacha. Hey, Masako. With the new chapter with Bardock, how would you go about adapting it with the specials Bardock? Really curious as I'm drawing blanks. Can't figure out how to correlate between the two personalities. Well, just so you know, going into this, it is a bit of spoilers, but we'll mainly talk about the character rather than the actions of the character in this chapter.
Maybe we have unpopular opinion, but we don't think that those two personalities are that different.
Yeah, they are not that different, actually. I just find the personal difference between the special Bardock and the super Bardock is just, you just see more nuanced details. Because if you think about it, the Bardock we see is at that point where he's like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? I don't get it. So, it's definitely something, we just see, we see the same core personality in that he's still a badass mass murderer, but this time he's starting to kind of feel certain things.
Also, we see, we see them, we see Bardock at particular situations. In my opinion, both of those stories could happen. Like, there's nothing that could tell you that, because like like in life, folks, it's not like we don't act differently or on different situations, and it's not like we humans aren't hypocrites in some situations, right?
Yeah. No.
And to me, like those two stories, like obviously, to not spoil too much, but Bardock wouldn't have told other Saiyans about what happened.
No.
And he would keep, his usual, demeanor. Like to me, the biggest thing, my biggest disagreement with the fact that this Bardock is so much different from the special Bardock. I don't feel it. To me, it's still the same character, and both of those stories could happen. You may disagree with me, and that's fine. But like, I don't see him as two separate characters.
No, I feel like they are one and the same. They're just explained in different ways.
Yeah, because remember, like, the fact that Bardock, like, had that relationship with Gine doesn't mean that he didn't have a relationship with Fasha at the same time. It's never said. It doesn't, it doesn't mean that. It still doesn't erase a lot of that sweet mass murder that he participated in willingly. Like, nobody, like, okay, it was a societal thing, but like, he didn't protest it,
No, definitely.
So to me, it's still the same Bardock. Just, let's say, he's more sugar coated to show his more heroic aspects, but those villainous aspects are still there.
Yeah. But yeah, check out the podcast for more detail. But yeah, Gobi's actually quite right. A moment of silence, please, for Chris Ayres and Norm Macdonald and many others who've recently departed. So, moment of silence, please. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for that moment's silence. All right, Papa Pode, what if the movie writers know about future plans for the Granola arc and are purposely not showing any of the movie characters who are supposed to get significant changes in the arc to avoid spoilers? That is a good point, actually. That is very much, that is true, Podo. But I imagine probably the big significant changes probably won't necessarily happen in terms of, like, the character archetypes of Goku and Vegeta aren't really going to change. Broly has really not got anything to do with the Granola arc. So a lot of the things that happen in that arc probably will not affect the characters physically or something like that. But we definitely feel like there is a strong chance that we will see Goku and Broly. They'll be off busy training with Beerus. And Vegeta will be off training on his own on some kind of big high-intensity gravity planet. Or maybe just observing the two of them, meaning that they're busy off doing something else. And this could mean that Piccolo and Pan are the two main people that come up against this new foe, whoever they may be.
Yep.
So, Podo, I would say probably not likely. Alright, Vulcan. What if Lord Slug turned good? This is a good idea. Yeah, it is a good idea. We definitely have this in the docket.
Yeah.
Like, we do want to do this in the fullness of time. Can you get two Bardocks into one Bardock? I actually have. In Gine, in the Gine What If, actually. I combined the minus Bardock with the special Bardock. But ultimately, now that we've got the new updated Super Bardock, it's basically... we basically have Bardock one and the same now, just with slightly different ways of going about things and slightly different armor. You know? I feel like the Bardock we've got now is a vast improvement from the minus version. The minus version was sort of half-baked, but Broly, it improved it a lot. And now I think, okay, I think we got something which can work with the Z Special Bardock if you really wanted to put them together. But, yeah. So we sort of have already done that, Vulcan. Right, Kirby. What if Bulma built Marin, but Krillin doesn't know? Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
man.
oh, oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, Kirby.
That's
Kirby. Oh, Kirby does this sometimes. Dark.
yeah.
That's dark, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that wait. Oh wait, why you gotta crush the duck? Don't crush the duck. Okay, I suppose if she did, that would cause some animosity between. It'd be a secret that 18 had, saying, you were so keen to be a father, I wanted to give you that. So 18 trying to be good intentions, but then Krillin would be so upset that this was hidden from him. But he would have nothing against Marin, you know. He would hold no resentment against her. It would just be between 18 and Bulma.
I mean, she would have to be. She can grow, so it's like, would they kidnap a baby and put an infinity engine in her or something?
Yeah. Oh no! Her birthdays. On her birthdays, they go to Capsule Corp and they upgrade the body.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh. That's. I think that's one of the darkest things. That's
why you go to Capsule Corp on your birthdays. Oh. All right, Kirby. What if Gohan trained Videl like Piccolo trained Gohan? Oh, that's rough. Like, Gohan just like dodge. Like Gohan, poof, just like that. It's like, yeah. How does that feel? It's like, Gohan, and then Piccolo's like, whoa, Gohan, you got some issues there. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gohan takes out his resentment from Piccolo's training on Videl. Yeah. It's sort of what we get in the history of Trunks. Almost.
Yeah.
R3 King. What if instead of Journey to the West, Akira Toriyama's original source material for the story of DB was some other story like Beowulf or the Iliad? Oh, I mean...
the Odyssey would be fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you can have, like, them traveling around, the archipelago, have Cyclopses,
Like, have some more kind of like Grecian and Italian, Latin kind of, monsters and fables and stuff like that.
I mean, that's that's an interesting concept. Like, we should make a poll if you guys want us to make an experimental series. What if Dragon Ball was in different, great epochs? Put in Iliad, put it in Iliad, in Beowulf, and adapt the characters.
Okay.
That could be an interesting series. Like, maybe not the most popular view-wise, but hey, you may take about the interest. Like,
yeah, we're being renegades or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, renegade for life. Yeah. We here on the MasakoX channel, we will talk about classical background mythology. Yeah. Yay. We are so trendy.
Yeah.
We are so trendy, folks, no joke.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to answer it to you, but with my cultural studies background, it just demands a whole huge rewrite.
It really does, but at the same time, it's a nice challenge. Don't get me wrong.
I like the idea. I like the idea.
It could certainly easily be a discussion video at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay. Papa Bodo. What if Chi-Chi traveled with Goku throughout the original Dragon Ball? It's sort of become like Dragon Boy almost, because in that the princess sort of goes along with Tang Tong or something like that.
Yeah.
I think she just understand Goku more. Maybe kind of like just get his role for fighting and that he's not like other boys. Yeah, I think she'd understand him more in that regard.
Yep.
So simple as that. R3 King. This is part three-parter. For clarification from last week's Grand Priest of the Beerus tournament, humans messed with time. I'll be back in a year, and one of three things will happen. Either you destroy them, they defeat you at 100%, or you both disappear. Their food can't save them. Make sure no one non-human fights, Whis. Although they can help train. Beerus to the humans. Pull out all the stops. Wishes, training, magic, tech, whatever you can think of. I cannot hold back. Ooh.
I have one. I have one word that
Yeah.
can solve it.
What?
Oob.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, it's the humans, and Oob is a human reincarnate of Boo. They'd
Yeah,
have...
like he's in the technicality. Like Oob takes a training and.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, no doubt. That's gonna be a clincher, certainly.
Yeah, and if you want to include more characters, Marlon with Infinity Engine.
Mm-hmm. You've also got Pan.
Yep.
Oh no, no, no.
Pan,
Wait,
yeah,
no,
but
no,
yeah, human pan. Yeah,
human
yeah.
or no, human only.
Human
So,
only.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Maron and Oop.
Exactly. They'd be the next generations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain Binary.
And Dr. Weewo.
Oh. What if the Frieza we love to hate was actually a decoy and a bodyguard? What if the real Frieza could hide his key and like to operate within his own force? And what if Frieza was someone we all thought Vegeta had destroyed at the start of his affair? And what if the real Frieza was lying in wait? Was Kui all along? What? Oh, so it's like an Amidala Padme type thing. So everyone thinks that Frieza is the little pink imp, but whereas all along it was Kui the whole time.
That would be anticlimactic, but not unlike Toriyama.
Yeah, no, that I could definitely see that. That would be something that Toriyama could easily pull out, going, surprise! That guy who you thought was completely inconsequential was the bad guy the entire time. Yeah, like, oh man, oh.
I mean, we are still unsure if Zeno is a decoy or not.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, I think some of us live in hope for that because you think there's no way.
He's a literal puppet.
Oh yeah, a lot of the time in our what ifs, I love the idea of just isolating Zeno, just making him not do anything, or have some moment where the characters resent him in some way.
Or like to show that his childish behavior is really pretend, like with his first appearance, which was much cooler because you could feel that this is a powerful and wise being that likes to mess up with the likes of Beerus. But later on, they went full child on him.
Yeah. Guardian Tree. In the Dragon Ball superhero trailer at the end of the screens, the Z-Team on them are connected to machines connected to pod labeled 1 and 2. Androids. Android 21. I did see that. And they might likely be Gamma 1 and 2's pods. Because the styling on the number 1 kind of looks like the one on Gamma's chest. I think you need to confirm the pod for number 2. The number 2 pod. And if that's the same number style, the number font as Gamma 2, then... You
mean the one on the trailer? I think it was a camera room. Like, you can find... It's some sort of, camera spy center, Like, it's as much as it would be cool, I'm pretty sure, I looked at it and it looked more like some weird camera room, not like a, Android pod room.
Okay. Well, I think that's the way I took it. Dark Snake says, rest in peace, Chris Ayres. Indeed. Rest in peace, Chris. And then he goes, so when is the next What If Bulma train like Goku? I hope to maybe have it in sometime in November, maybe. But we assume we got to actually start prepping for the December marathon What If Chi-Chi was a Z-Fighter.
Yep.
And so what if Chi-Chi trained? Or something like that. Or what if Chi-Chi we need to work on the title, but it's
we have literally 4 non-December special marathon What Ifs remaining for this year.
Yeah, we got those to go, and then we are pretty...
Despite somebody telling us that we are procrastinating, I'm not going to call them by name.
Sorry, what?
Remember that we were accused of procrastinating by a certain viewer of ours on last stream. It was all joke, of course, but I don't remember.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Because we were not doing it fast enough. Don't worry, we will get to that. Yeah. But okay. Next one is Red Dragon. What if Raiden showed up instead of Raditz and the Z Fighters fought in a Mortal Kombat tournament? How would you determine who fights who?
I would probably make it like I would first pair them. Like, question is, would it include characters from Mortal Kombat as well, or just just our Dragon Ball crew? If just our Dragon Ball crew, then then I would make fights that make sense and not like, I don't know, not make poor Krillin being stomped by Vegeta or something,
I think there'd be some learning mistakes along the way from Raiden in terms of like understanding, how it actually works. So, but yeah, that would probably Krillin will probably be a casualty, alas.
Yeah. Also, if there would be, Mortal Kombat villains, Shao Kahn will fit in perfectly with his overly long monologues.
Yeah. Panda Walk. What if instead of fruit, the Freezer Force were named after cheese? Any tasty ideas? Thank you for entertaining us, Chris.
Cheddar.
Oh yeah.
Zarbon Dodoria, Cheddar and Gouda.
Cheddar and Gouda. The Ginyu Force you wouldn't really need to change. In fact, they wouldn't actually be special at all. You'd need to name the Fruity Force because you need to diversify them from the original Freezer Force. So they need to be the Fruity Force or Fruta Force.
Frutusenta.
Hey, and they always say you're 5 a day. You're 5 a day. You beat Ginyu. Yeah.
I'm going to be your 5th a day.
Yeah. It's like. Oh. EM79. What if Cell listened to Gohan after he told this story about what happens when he gets angry? Oh, if Cell did, they say, oh, you get angry, eh? Oh, well, I wouldn't want to make you angry. Psych! No, I think he did hear that, and Cell didn't care. In fact, that only went to encourage him to actually go and do it more. Because, Cell did listen. He did listen to that, but he was more like, okay, I'm still going to beat you up, though. Because I want to.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
exactly. Mm-hmm. Panda Walk. What if Saiyan's names were after bread instead of veggies? For example, Nickel from Pumpernickel. What would Goku and Vegeta's new names be? Ooh. You'd need to name Vegeta after brioche. That's a very decadent bread. So Brio, maybe? Or Roche? For Goku, probably name him after Bap. Like just a big roll of Bap.
Ciabatta.
Oh, Ciabatta. That's his Saiyan name, Ciabatta.
Ciabatta. It fits Goku.
Damn you, Ciabatta!
Yeah.
And Raditz is for
somebody would be called Chala because Goku would be Chala because Chala had Chala.
Oh.
So perfect.
I still like Ciabatta, and Raditz is named Focaccia.
Yeah.
Because those two breads are quite similar.
And Bardock would be Breadstick.
Breadstick. And then King Vegeta is just King Olive Garden. Because that's where all the breadsticks come
King
from.
Baguette.
Ah, Baguetto.
Okay, that's it. Our next character bunch is going to be named after bread.
Yes.
I was thinking about a naming scheme for something, and thanks for the idea. Bread hasn't been done yet.
Nice. The Stargazer. I sort of asked this before, but I screwed up the wording. What if GT Pan got sent back in time to the Saiyan saga? Probably a learning exercise. She would completely decimate everybody.
Yeah.
And probably would just be almost like a little kind of way of like seeing her father grow up as a kid, and how he handled his power. Maybe just like a way of like tempering her a little bit. Because again, GT Pan, not so bad in the sub version. The dub version is where everybody hates her. The sub version of Pan, nowhere near as annoying. But she
Yeah,
is, she is a bit of a spoiled brat.
and you know, like she could figure out Super Saiyan before anyone else. Like,
Yep.
I think the first major difficulty for her might be Frieza.
That might be a little bit of a trouble.
Yeah.
Like in terms of full power, Frieza.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
unless
Like
she got-
I'm pretty sure she could take somebody on Ginyu's level.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like post GT Pan, I think can get Ginyu Force.
I think GT Pan could go all the way up to 2% power. But no, 2% power final form Frieza. Like when he just turned final form.
Yeah.
So maybe then, just about.
Yeah.
But after that, then it gets tricky unless she went Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
If she didn't go Super Saiyan, after that, it would be a problem. But I think she would have trained in that time before then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because she would know.
Dark Snake, what is Adult Ranch's Halloween costume going to be? Ooh, good question. What would be good?
Beetle.
A beetle. Yeah, Beetleborg. Either a
Beetleborg.
Beetleborg or if she wants to go cosplay, Noi from Dorohedoro. Like, just hey, dress up as just an even bigger brick, you know?
Yeah, but like I can see, you know, Raditz and Ranch going out as Beetleborgs. That would be like so cute if we put out that Raditz has a pet beetle somewhere.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I can now just picture. You know, they're out trick-or-treating, and Ranch is embarrassed, and Raditz is going, 3 typical average kids inside a haunted mansion! Just by chance, Frida Ghost, who made them Beetleborgs! Big bad Big bad Beetleborgs! And Daikon and Muli are just encouraging him, you know.
We did Kevin to do that.
Yeah, just... Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Raditz would totally do it.
Yeah.
Honest out, he totally would. Raditz doesn't give a hoot about embarrassing his kids because he is a big kid.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I like Beatles. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I love Julia did that for me. Just like I like Beatles.
And his modern pet beetle would be called Bardock.
Mm-hmm. After his dad.
Yeah.
All right. Panda Walk. What if the Kai's named after soda and other fountain drinks to complement the GODs and angels? What would Shin, Zamasu, Goasu, and Kibito's names be? Oh, Shin has to be the most plain.
Schnapps.
No, Kwa after La Kwa because La Kwa, you know, soda water, which is completely bland and completely weak. Zamasu probably would be Fago after that because that grape flavor Fago, dang, that is really potent. No, and Goasu, probably after Coca-Cola because it's like the oldest, you know, form of fizzy drink. And Kibito probably like I don't know, Beppis or something like that. There you go. Podo. Idea for Femme Vegeta What If. Since monarchies have always relied on male heirs, the king would begrudgingly keep Tarbal and raise his kids very different. Oh yeah, and that probably would make Femme Vegeta more determined to actually rebel against. Like she would train anyway and actually use this to her advantage because King Vegeta's not going to pay attention to.
Like. If you watched Zhang-Chi, you know what type of character that might be.
I actually need to I need to actually watch that.
Yeah, watch it. That's a good idea for Femme Vegeta.
Cool. We'll make a note of that, Podo. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Mad Mint Entertainment. What if the Dragon Balls were just a legend? They never existed, but some people thought they did. Bulma still goes looking for them and stumbles across Goku. The story continues from there. What happens? Ooh, that's a lot to go through right now. But in terms of the basics, they go looking for them, and you know,
And they find that the Dragon Balls were friendship all along.
Yeah, exactly. She tries to find certain things, but finds other magical trinkets. And basically, the Dragon Ball adventure would be ended at the end of the first saga. Because there'd be no reason to go. I mean, there'd be no reason to carry on, because there's no Dragon Balls to unite the group.
Yeah, no reason for for Red Ribbon Army to get it. Like maybe a conflict with the Red Ribbon Army, but like King Piccolo wouldn't exist without Dragon Balls, kinda.
No, I mean the Mechans could probably still be around, and he couldn't wish to be young. So he would still be old. Yeah. There'd be nothing. There'd be nothing doing about that. Yeah. Nick Rag, what if Roshi wished for youth? Ah, we actually did that. We did that in the lightning round. So if you check out our latest lightning round video, that should answer you. And Schwain John says, "What if Bororetta was a Z fighter?" Oh, have a giant robot as a Z fighter? That'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just have that for Kuchirareto. You'd have a giant robot in your team.
We would have and everybody would like him and understand what he takes, and even Vegeta would be like, "Oh, you're right, Bororetta. I know I can rely on you, Bora." Yeah, and he just... and Piccolo is like, "Yeah, you always spit words of wisdom, my friend."
It is time, Bororetta, for us to fuse. Android 16 and Bororetta transform into... and stuff like that. You know, Bororetta with Android 16. They merge into a giant robo.
Yeah.
Boratine. Boraxtine or something like that.
16 Bors.
Alright, Dark Snake. With a $50 super chat. Thank you. Ranch. Jupiter Prism Power! And then... oh, Sailor Jupiter Ranch. Oh, very nice. What the hell is this girly outfit? Why is this skirt so short? Someone could see. Ranch. Nice princess undies. Slaps Trunks. I don't want to do the sailor thing anymore. Oh, man. Oh, dang. Sailor Jupiter Ranch. Whew. Dang. That's, Sailor Jupiter was my favorite, to be fair. To be fair. I think Jupiter... everyone in the chat, was Jupiter your favorite Sailor Scout? I just want to know. I want to know whether... I do want to know. I'm just curious.
He just wants to know for science.
I just want to know. I'm just curious.
Curiosity killed a monkey man.
Okay. Next one. Okay, I see a decent amount. I see a decent amount of selection. Okay, alright, continue.
Good you get to live today.
Panduok. What if Namekian names were after edible shrooms instead of mollusks? Evil ones from poisonous or drug shrooms. For example, Demon King Decap or Death Cap. I don't know much about mushrooms, but you'd have shiitake, portobello, close cup, or something like that. You'd need to like be a lion's mane, maybe.
Champignon.
Oh, champignon.
Champignon.
Yeah.
Champignon. Piccolo would be champignon. Probably.
Yeah, Champi. Just call him Champi. Yeah. Liquid Jetta. Hey, Masako, I'm a big fan of your content. Thank you. My question is, what if Captain Ginyu changed bodies with a fusion? Forgot to super chat. Oh, we've had this before, Jeddah.
Existential dread. Existential dread.
Yeah. His mind would be completely ripped apart. Let's just say that, because, you know, once the fusion broke, where does it go? That's the big issue. What happens to his He would literally have a split personality.
Yeah, there will be Captain Gin and Captain Yu.
Yeah, exactly, and it would just remind me of the original Power Rangers movie where Billy goes, talk about a splitting headache. It's like, oh, okay. Hannah Rowan. What if Toa and Mira were antagonists in Super and bring in the Makaioshin as the antithesis to angels?
Makaioshin, yes. Toa and Mira, no. No, please no. Please no.
No, we've seen enough of them. I don't mind Meki Kabura. If Mikey Kabura
Yeah.
was in Super, okay, that's cool. I'd like to see more about that. Toa and Mira, they're for Xenoverse. They've been overblown. But
Yeah.
you know what? Meki Kabura, fine. I sort of do dabble in that, actually, in my What If Trunks and Mai stayed in the future.
Yeah.
So we do use a little bit of heroes in that story.
Like honestly, like amongst all those heroes, Makayoshin characters, there are so many more interesting characters than Toa and Mira. Who knows? Maybe we are already using some of them in some of the what ifs, but you guys don't realize yet. Ooh.
Foreshadowing. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Emerald MB65. Oh no, the Stargazer. Sorry. Would Fem, Vegeta, and Tarbell have a different relationship? I don't know why, but the thought of Tarbell having an older sister yell at him is hilarious. I think they would get on more. Tarbell wanting to make peace with his sister, like, you know, he'd be like, I know you're stronger than me. I don't want this. You should be the one that inherits the throne. But there's nothing I can do.
I think she would. Ironically, she would care about him more, but she wouldn't show that, and would be like concerned for him and understand that both of their like they are both the prisoners of their situation. You know?
Yeah. So they look out for one another, but they can't be seen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emerald MB65. Hey Masako, I'm wondering for a what if idea, and since my birthday's on Sunday, happy birthday for you then, Emerald. What if Broly was sent to Earth instead of being banished to Vampa? If he was, probably, if Paragus went with him, probably they would try and lay low, because at that point they'd be wanting to get out of Frieza's sphere of influence as well as the Saiyans, so they probably would just stick under the radar.
But still, I still think that Paragus would be strong enough to, like, you know, from behind the scenes, like he's a military man, he's a tactician. He would control this planet from behind the scenes.
It'd be discreet, but he would find some way of pulling the strings. Pandawok.
Oh, could you imagine if Paragus and Jiro teamed up somehow?
Oh yeah. Military might with scientific might.
Cyber Broly.
Ooh. Ow.
Yeah.
Pandawok. What if Gohan's rival Cell Jr. during BoJack Unbound? Nobody kills Gohan while I'm around. Destiny has reserved that pleasure for me. Junior's rivalry is a mix with Piccolo Jr. and Vegeta with Cell's persona. Oh, the surviving Cell Jr. And, decides to actually then become Gohan's bodyguard and, like, guardian angel. Because it's like with the old Vegeta Goku dynamic. No one kills that person but me. That kind of stuff. Nice. Carnix. What if Dabura turned good? Or at least less evil, since I can't imagine the King of Demons becoming an actual good guy. We saw that. We saw that. He did.
In the filler, but he's, yeah.
Yeah, he would, if he did turn good, he would just be really sweet. And it's the classic Toriyama subversion. You change the King of the Demons into the nicest person you can ever make him. I
mean that has some credibility because, like, he's literally composed of evil. So when you take away evil, there is nothing. So if you purify him, he goes to a total polar opposite.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it. That's why it's so
But
funny.
keep in mind that this is all anime filler.
Yeah, I know, but it's still funny.
It is funny, but again, so one of the reasons why I think that Dabura was really wasted in that saga.
Agreed. Nick Rag. What if Shallot was canon and was brought into the Saiyan saga while Piccolo was training Gohan? I mean, because of the fandom now, he basically sort of is canon, really.
I mean, they may mention Charlotte on some occasion. Like I feel that, like, isn't Charlotte so strong that, like, he would solve the entire story?
Yeah, he probably would. He probably is strong enough to actually take care of most problems. So, in a way, that kind of defeats the purpose in some regard. It would sort of break the show.
Yeah.
That Rot Doggo 1. What if Kami was secretly Piccolo's evil half the whole time? Oh, just like Guru and Slug. Yeah. That Guru was the evil one after all. Oh, I mean, probably in some ways, Kami would be the one to just pull the strings and manipulate Piccolo. Like, oh, because he's named Piccolo, oh, he should be the evil one. Yeah, everyone thinks he's the bad guy. So it's all this classic subversion pulling the strings. And
Kami is holding up to his position and not finding any replacements, really.
That would explain why he hasn't, because he wants to hold on to power.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would explain why he's dawdling to
Power! Unlimited power! And
corruption. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pinku Mawal. What if Barbary and Barber fused? Would it be called Bababa? And would it have any impact on their magical ability?
Bababidi.
No, I would still call it, Barbaba. Because...
Bababa.
Barbaba. Because, we've had Bobo. This would be nothing in comparison. But I think their magic sets are different. So you just you just combine the two, literally. You wouldn't necessarily make one particular thing even more powerful. You just have a fusion wizard who would just have a lot of powers to use. So, not necessarily something groundbreaking. You just have, it would just be a combination of the two, essentially. The Somewhere Man. What if most Namekians were wild and extreme, but still mostly good guys? The nameless Namekian left the planet to get away from the craziness. It's sort of like the evil Namekians from the filler, actually. They were wild and extreme and left the planet. So if that was the opposite, and they were the ones to leave the planet to do that, then I imagine probably the nameless Namekian was probably one of those ones who was able to kind of resist their more raw and wild nature, but ultimately succumb to it in the form of Piccolo.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure we'll get more answers about the whole the whole breaking up of Namekian society, because manga keeps to throw us bones with almost every saga recently.
Exactly. At the moment, we're definitely getting a lot of Namekian love. We are definitely. Vandalia, thank you very much for your celebrating 20 months as a member. Wow. And also Hannah, I saw your 26-month anniversary. It's just YouTube didn't update that with me for the super chat list. So just so you know, Hannah, thank you for your 26-month support, and Vandalia, thank you for your 20 months. What if in the future movie Pan starts her rivalry with Buller? Well, they don't really have a rivalry. It depends on. Oh, that's a good question, actually. What are we going to see Buller in this movie?
Yeah.
If
we should.
We probably will see a cameo because Bulma's in there. Bulma's in there, certainly. So it would stand to reason that Buller would show up. But we haven't seen her character art yet, which probably implies to me she probably won't be much of an... She probably won't... Maybe they go to school together. You know, they could go to school together, maybe.
Yeah. I think they will be friendly rivalry. Maybe not as close as Trunks and Goten, but they will be friends.
Oh, you know what would be really cute? A way to get Trunks in there as well is that Trunks gets sent to pick up Buller from school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he rides a motorcycle because of course he does.
Yeah, no, he rides a moped. Like an old Russian bike or something like that.
And he wears an apricot because of course.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be kind of cool. Big brother picking up his little sister. Not a font. What if Goku landed in the Avatar: The Last Airbender world and was raised by the cabbage guy?
Oh boy, it's been such a long time since. I haven't seen the entire thing.
Yeah, I've barely seen any of it, to be honest, so I really can't give you a straight answer on it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But in that world, probably Goku would be an airbender, at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a really good one at that, because, Ki is basically manipulating air.
Vegeta would be firebender.
Oh, of course, because they're always evil. Sailor
Piccolo would bend the earth.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sailor 11 Sedna. Perfect Cell's timeline. Maya launch snipes Barbary. Deborah makes her a demon as thanks. They take over Earth. Miras has to steal Boo's ball. I don't know. Oh, cool. Oh, the original world in that timeline. So they snipe Barbary and then Deborah turns her into a demon. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool one. Demon Mai. Ooh, that's fun. Maybe if we ever do a lightning round, that could be cool to like explore
Ooh.
Perfect Cell's timeline.
Hey, Mas. Wouldn't that make her Mai Kaioshin?
Nice. And what's also nice, Nerd King, thank you very much for your £50 super chat. Thank you. Thanks very much obliged. Nice. Okay. Hannah Rowan, what if GT Pan became the time patroller for Xenoverse 1, with Shenron bringing her to Toki Toki with Trunks' wish? Oh, that'd be a nice little story, certainly, in terms of, like, you know, getting her involved and finding out about time travel and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think isn't Xenopan like a version of GT Pan?
Yeah,
anyway?
she is actually. She is, and everybody likes Xenopan for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though she's basically GT Pan but slightly older. But everyone likes Xenopan for some reason. I mean, hey, nowadays, Super Pan and Super, everybody loves her. End of Z Pan, everybody loves her. It's just the GT Pan that no one likes. So, well, she's misunderstood, quite frankly, in my opinion.
Yeah. And was mishandled by the writers.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I know that people think it's a little weird that I'm obsessing over a 6-year-old character, but it's just the fact is, though, End of Z Pan was so adorable, and I want to be a dad so badly. I'm so broody right now. I really am. I'm ready to be a dad, quite frankly. You know, I am really ready to be a dad. I want to be. And it's just, yeah, that moment, and it's just I am a big nerd as well, but I also want a dad. I want to be a dad. Freudian slip there because my dad passed away last year, so of course I want my dad. But yeah,
you can be a big nerdy dad.
Yeah, of course, no doubt.
The best kind of dad.
No daughter of mine is going to be a normie. No daughter of mine's going to be a normie.
Oh, that poor child.
Oh no. She's going to be basically a lover of birds, nature, and Dragon Ball, quite frankly. Alright, okay. Here we go. Captain Binome. To be clear, my earlier Kui idea was that he faked his end to mess with Vegeta. Not that Vegeta has accidentally destroyed Frieza at the end of the Namek saga. Oh, okay. So, Kui just pretended to die. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification there, Binome.
Question is, would Kui be strong, or would he be like, you know, a leg type of character who's not necessarily the strongest but the most clever one?
Or at least durable. Like, not able to take Vegeta himself, but is at least tough enough to be able to survive. I mean, could be interesting. Could be a nice way to kind of like pull the strings in the background. And just be that constant in Vegeta's mind. You know? And then just turn up every now and again and just torment Vegeta. Really kind of throw him off his groove. That could be funny. Vandalia. What if Beerus was connected to Boo through the Supreme Kai he absorbed instead of Shin? That's a good question, actually. Because,
that would be very frustrating for Beerus.
It would be, being connected to that thing. You know, I mean...
On the other hand, Boo is harder to kill than...
Shin. That is very true. Because, Shin's power is not much more than Frieza's. And that's first form Frieza, by the way. So, yeah, he has a lot of interesting powers and instantaneous movement, but his fighting power is not much more than first form Frieza. So, that's not ideal for someone who's one of the strongest beings in the universe to be with one of the weaker ones. But if he was, it would be hell for him, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Kirby163. What if Future Pan existed in the Goku Black arc? Okay. So, it would depend on whether Gohan was still alive. Oh, okay. So, of course, yeah, Videl and Gohan, if they still got together and they had Pan. At that point in the story, I think she would have been a teenager at that point in the Goku Black arc. I think it's slightly ahead of the story in terms of the year. I think. I think it's about 20 years ahead. I think it is. So no, Pan would be grown up actually, and probably would be out living in the country with Chi-Chi, Like Chi-Chi would not let her out of her sight.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Maybe.
So probably would live a very isolated life and not be allowed to train at all. So probably would have the very basics to like defend herself from certain things, but not be enough to be able to like help Trunks on the front line. But all thanks to Chi-Chi, because you think she was bad with Gohan in peacetime. Oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Certainly not. Alright, okay. Captain Bino. What if when the Cell games came, Cell was just like, so, I'm kind of realizing I didn't really have a real plan here, so, you guys just want to have a normal tournament for fun? Like, wish away the damage I've done or whatever? Oh, so basically if Cell just slept there for 10 days and had no idea what he was going to do. So it's like, you want to have a game? Or something like that? Yeah? I imagine probably he'd be a bit more laid back and he'd be less wanting to blow up the planet. It's just like, let's just have a funsies tournament. I just want to fight. Sort of like what we did with Celine in What If Goku Was Female. Just like, just wants a fight. Or maybe the Cell from the Gine What If. As in more respectful. Something like that. So, you know, I think it would just be more like, it'd be more anticlimactic for a story's sake, but it would certainly lead to a less evil Cell.
Yep.
Alright, Vandalia. I know you're fully going into December, but what if Chi-Chi trained, how effective would she be during the Red Ribbon arc and battle with Mercenary Tao? She did actually improve relatively quickly. So if she were training more, I would say probably she wouldn't be that far behind Goku. Probably be on the lines of Krillin. Just with that level of tenacity.
Till the Saiyan saga, it would give her massive gains.
She would then have to like find different ways of being able to keep up. But at that time, she would certainly be pretty decent.
Yeah.
She would certainly be very respectful for a long time. But yeah, it's just, you got to remember, Chi-Chi is not necessarily a born martial artist, but she's got tenacity up the wazoo. So if she's onto something, she will hang on to that for dear life. So
yeah, because she's very stubborn.
Yeah, incredibly.
I mean, you have to remember, she might be even stronger if you think about it, because if you think about it, it is hinted that through Ox King's bloodline, she has some sort of superhuman strength. You know, like she's pretty strong for a human. Like she doesn't decide to pursue it, but it's also important to remember that Chi-Chi, in terms of Gohan and Goten and Pan, that Chi-Chi's bloodline is not ordinary Earthling either.
And in theory, if the pamphlets are to be right, and we will probably go with that, Ox King's power is 900, which is like 3 times more than Goku's was when Gohan was born. So, who knows? Her latent power could be way more. Because I think her power level at the end of Dragon Ball was like 130 or something like that, which is impressive. And that was like training on her own. So, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. Because it will all be from Chi-Chi's perspective.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be fun. Pin Mike. Joke what if? What if Zuno tricked Zamasu by pointing out Monarca actually won against Hit and said he's stronger than Goku?
Toyotaro actually drew that, and you have Zamasu that switched bodies with Monarca.
Oh, yes, of course. I remember that. Yeah. No, go and check that out. And that actually happened. Pit Mike. So search for that on Google. You're going to have a good time.
Somewhere in the multiverse, a version of Zamasu did that.
Yeah, exactly. Because Zuno was only telling the truth. He was being factual, and that happened. So he wasn't lying. He was just stating a fact. Papa Metamatcha. Hey, Masako. Do we have a canon description of what the Metamoris look like? Or the Metamoris?
No. I can tell you now. No, we don't. I was trying when we did our Alien Races guide for Dragon Ball. I was doing an extensive research, and nope. Metamorphs are just a name drop.
Real Ren, it's not 900. I don't care. I'm making it 900. I don't care. I want it to be 900, quite frankly. I want it to be 900, and it's not going to be 900 for the purposes of having a nice story. So, there you go.
According to the Tree of Might...
I think, yeah, I know. But we'll base it off of that.
Yeah.
It's going to make for a good story. But
we can even put Peerless in there and Tree of Might universe. Make it a Tree of Might universe.
Yeah, maybe.
Add credibility.
Yeah. Papa actually then says he always imagined Metamorans to be almost like lizard people, with the name puns being any type of pasta noodle. That's a good analogy. It's better than anything we could come up. Benjamin Hall. What if Tien, Chiaotzu, Shin, and Launch were the first characters instead of Goku, Bulma, Roshi, and Oolong? Shin? Oh, so like Shin was a trait? Oh, you mean Shen?
Yeah, Shen.
Oh, Master Shen. Oh, so if it was like from the Crane School's perspective, it'd probably be less amiable, a bit stricter, and Launch would almost be the breath of fresh air in Tien's life. Almost, you know, just like his.
I see this appearing quite frequently. We also should take that and should take a note that
we'll make a note of that.
Interest about Dragon Ball Crane.
Yeah, well, let's make a note of that.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Rag. What if Tarbell traveled to Earth to warn Goku that Raditz is coming for him in a year? If Tarbell had the intel to do it, and he was able to like had the ability to be able to do that, and Goku would actually believe him. So
maybe hyperbolic time chamber would be activated earlier or something.
I think Goku probably would resort to that.
Yeah.
Or he would try it. He would try it. And Tarbell would train him on how to fight Saiyans. At least teach him how to fly. Yeah,
but then again, that would possibly damage Piccolo's redemption arc.
Yeah, that probably would end up meaning that,
Unless they would train together in hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, that's the only way you could actually make that kinda still work.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then you kind of get something a little bit more complicated.
It's an interesting prospect. I don't know if it would be interesting for entire big story, but for writing round, another note on our list, in my opinion.
Okay, we'll certainly make a note of that. Okay. Next one is Vandalia. What if Pan traveled back to when Bulma and Goku met? Probably would realize that was Bulma, because obviously Bulma had her name on her chest, and then see the young Goku, and obviously recognize from GT Goku. Probably would actually just find this a proper nice historical kind of reference, and the fact that they can't sense energy, she'd just follow them around and see what it was like. Maybe help them in some way. You know.
But she would mess up something, and
Oh, she would bungle something up and then have to introduce herself.
She returns to the present and discovers, that the whole that Earth is, controlled by Red Ribbon Army and Jiro.
Oh man.
Or something.
Well, we're gonna have to play the sound once. We have to play the sound once. So there you go. There's our sound play. I thought we were gonna get away with not having to do it this once.
But she would return in time, and she will repair that because time
character redemption.
Yeah.
Cause we gotta have that. Okay. Next one. Carnix. What if Shin and Zamasu switched places? I think things would probably go down south much faster. In the sense that, seeing mortals progress that quickly, maybe at the Boo Saga level, or even at the Cell Saga level, seeing Cell a mechanoid created by humans with that level of power, he would find Perfect Cell absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So, absolutely, he would not be a friend. Let's just say.
He's not shaped like a friend.
No. Shadow Z900. What if Piccolo fused with the remainder of Namek during the Namek Saga, or the rest of the Namekians after they came back to Earth after the Namek Saga?
You know what? He would beat the androids. It's either
Yeah,
so.
yeah, of course. If you go to my What If Piccolo Never Saved Gohan, you actually see Piccolo becoming the bastion of Namek and him fusing with more Namekians.
Basically, the Namekian savior.
Yeah, he is the Namekian savior. That was a good What If. I love that one. That was really good. So, yeah. He would tank the androids easily. Nocturne of Shadow. What if future Gohan went back in time instead of Trunks? Much more emotionally significant to see everybody, and probably harder to be able to like keep his identity secret, basically, because he knows everybody. He knows everybody. He's seeing them again after they've been dead for a long time. It'd be a lot harder to take in, and ultimately he would be really upset, and it would be really hard to be able to keep it all in. Whereas Trunks knows about them, but doesn't have that emotional connection.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be a lot more touching and a lot more gut wrenching for him, rather than just having Trunks go. Yeah. All right. With that, that's the end of another What If Roundtable live stream for another week. Thank you very much, Hav, for being here. Hello, Hav?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah.
You went a bit
Thank
quiet
you.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry, I think my mic went quiet for a second.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, so basically, right. I think the next thing to do, it's tomorrow we will have What If Goku Landed at Capsule Corp. Yeah, no, I think it's because I got the preamble for this done a little earlier, a little later, so yeah, there wasn't as much time. But yeah, thank you all so much for your contributions. They really do help support the channel. And yeah, we shall see you again very soon for another What If. And next week, not only are we going to have maybe the Kakume Chapter 3 review, but we're also going to have 3 Halloween stories for you. Very different.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, so do look forward to that. They are going to be very cool, very different. And just sit back and enjoy the spoops. All right, I shall see you all again very soon. Take care, everybody. Stay safe wherever you are. And shall see each other again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.